All right. Okay, I think I'm live and I'm just going to actually go ahead and double check because you never know about these things. And if you've ever used a streaming service, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, good. We're here. All right. I am actually really excited to talk to you today about this topic. This seems to be a really common, okay, let me make sure my volume is, oh, okay, good. All right, that works. This seems to be a really common, well, it seems to be a topic of conversation that I've been having quite a bit with quite a few different people. And so I wanted to share today, kind of from a little bit of a different angle, some of the things that I wish I'd known sooner as a network marketer. So if you've been following me for any amount of time, especially over the past 7 years, you are familiar with the fact that I've been building online businesses, product and service-based businesses over the past almost decade, which is crazy. I have learned a lot of things over the past 7 years. And actually, even before I was building businesses in the online space, my husband and I were in full-time ministry where we raised financial support. And we did that for 11 years. And it's kind of funny because, although people get really weird about, the support of ministry and missionaries being compared to sales, it really isn't a whole lot different. You are still casting vision, inviting people to invest, not necessarily in their personal transformation, but in the transformation through an individual or a ministry to impact other people. And so I've really been in the space of sales in some capacity for 20 years. And even before that, my parents said that I was a little bit salesperson because I could convince them to let me do anything I wanted to do before that. And when I was a little girl, I used to stand at the end of my driveway and sell rocks out of our front yard to neighbors who were just trying to enjoy an evening walk in the neighborhood. And here's this loud, energetic, sometimes obnoxious little girl. They'll be like, "Do you want to buy rocks?" And I'd make a killing off of selling these rocks that literally came from our ditch that I was standing right next to. So I've been selling for a long time. And network marketing, when I started in network marketing, I've now at this point partnered with 4 different network marketing companies in some capacity. And I have learned a lot about the industry, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And, I love the industry. It's what really not only got me started in what I'm doing now, which I'm going to talk more in depth about, but also has impacted my husband and I in becoming full-time entrepreneurs. And so I think that we were able to see what was possible, and we are now doing this full-time, not network marketing, but we are in the online business building space full-time for the most part. So, all right. So network marketing, now you might be watching this video thinking, what does this have to do with me? And I want to say from the start, if you are someone who has any sort of interest in network marketing, and that is if you have any past history in network marketing, if you are currently a network marketer, if you've been in the industry for a long time, let's say that you've partnered with several different companies like I have, no matter where you are at, I want you to listen to this, because even if you have written off network marketing or you're in it, but you don't really take it seriously, this could open up something for you, because I'm going to talk about what it's opened up in my life. Or if you are someone who is curious about network marketing, I definitely want you to listen to this, because I don't want you to get started off on the wrong foot like I did. No one's fault. There's no blame being given here. I didn't know what I didn't know. And that's why I am sharing with you what I do know now and how I would do things differently, what I wish I'd known sooner to empower you if this is an industry or a stream of income. And it doesn't matter whether you want to make $100 a month or, $5,000 a month or $25,000 a month. In the network marketing industry, you need to pay attention to what I'm going to share with you today, because you will save yourself so much heartache, confusion, and a lot of strife in relationships if you listen to this and put the things that I'm going to share with you today into practice. And for those of you, if you've been in network marketing a long time, you feel like you've done it all the wrong way, it's okay. There's so much grace, and there's always a chance to do it different and to start it over and all of that. So what are the things that what I wish I'd known sooner as a network marketer? And really it is just one thing. And then I'm going to break down that one thing into practical application with this. The one thing that I wish I had known when I started my network marketing journey was the power of leverage. Okay. Here's what I mean by that. One, I wish that I had known what I was going to, what was possible for me. Now, one of my caveats with this is I do think that there are a lot of network marketers out there that are telling their audience, telling their prospect, whoever they're talking to, that, oh, you can just retire your husband, or you can, and it's like, is that happening in the industry? Is that still happening in the industry? Absolutely, every day. But I also think that in the network marketing space, the power of being able to fill an income gap has been vastly underplayed. When I started in network marketing back in 2016, my family needed $500 a month from me. I had to create $500 a month somewhere. Now, there's a lot of other things I could have looked at, but it didn't make sense for me to do things outside of the house because I had an infant and 2 toddlers. And my background was in ministry. I didn't have a make sense corporate career to go back to after my maternity leave. I had to figure out a way to make money from home. I did not have a lot of options outside of the home that made sense financially, where it made sense for me to leave my children probably in a situation where I was paying a lot of money to go work. The numbers didn't add up. I think that would have been a great option if that was an option for me, but it wasn't an option for me at that time. And I really only had to fill for our family a $500 gap of income. So when I started off in network marketing, and that is what I communicated, it was like, I need $500 a month. And my upline, the leaders were like, okay, cool, we can show you how to do that. And they did. And I did it. I did it really quickly. And I maintained that. Actually don't think I've ever made less than $500 a month from network marketing at all since 2016. I think we're going 7 years strong with always making over 500 a month. So it is possible. And that's with the transition to a different company too. But all that to say, I just didn't really know what was possible. And I kind of wish that I had met someone like me. I kind of wish that I had my eyes, at least, I kind of wish my curiosity had just been piqued a little bit, because I think if I had the long-term vision in mind, I would have started my business very differently from the beginning. So when I talk about leverage, I am talking about leverage in 2 different places. Well, actually 3, but we're going to talk about 2 here just to start. The first one is financial leverage, okay? And I'm going to explain what that means here in a second. The second piece is the leverage of social media. Social media is amazing. Social media is especially amazing for online business owners, or really any business owner, if they know how to leverage social media correctly. But back at that time, when I was only thinking about $500 a month. It's like, I just need to make $500 a month. I need to make sure we're keeping food on the table for the kids and the lights on and the mortgage paid and the car payment, all of that. That's all I was thinking about. And so when I was told, well, post this, message this, make a list of 100 people that you're connected to and send them all messages. You could just copy paste and change out the name. And, sometimes I would forget to change out the name, and that was really embarrassing. And, when I was thinking about that, it's like, no, I wish that I had at least, because I liked it. I really liked it from the beginning, but I wish that I had at least had a vision in mind for what this could become. Okay. For multiple reasons. And really what I'm talking about is, I wish I had understood leveraging social media to create a personal brand. Okay. I didn't know anything about that. I mean, up until 2016, the only thing I had ever utilized social media for was just my personal relationships. This is where I connected with family, with friends. Maybe there would be random people that I connected to that knew me through a friend of a friend. But for the most part, social media was only a place where I kind of kept up to date with people in my life, and I'd post pictures of my life and my travels and our ministry and our kids and all of that. But what I didn't understand was the power of creating a personal brand online. And I could have started way back then, even if I didn't understand what was coming down the road or how I could leverage the online space for all the things I'm going to share with you today. I wish that I had understand the importance of creating a personal brand from the beginning. Now, here's why, especially for network marketers. And if you're a network marketer, I want you to listen up to this, okay? The reason why you want to create a personal brand on social media is because you should never, ever, 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 ever be a billboard for your company, ever. When someone thinks about you, they shouldn't think of your company's name immediately. Now, what I'm not a fan of is the secrecy, and not ever I'm going to give you all this secret. I used to do this. I used to do this as a strategy, and I do not recommend doing this at all. Where I won't say the name of the company. I leave the company out. Someone has to contact me to find out the name of the product I'm selling or the name of the company. This is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is creating a personal brand where you are differentiated as a unique individual online. And one of the things that you do under your umbrella of your personal brand is you sell your products that you sell through your company. No one should come to your profile and think billboard. And that is what I see so many women doing. And it's not your fault, because this is probably how you've been taught. You don't know. It's like you didn't go to college and get a marketing degree. You didn't you don't naturally know how to do this. One day waking up, you're thinking, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I need to make $500 a month. I need to pay this bill. I need to get a little bit of financial, buffer over here. You're not thinking about personal branding and marketing and all of that. But what I'm here to tell you is it's not as complicated as you might think. And if you start now, it is actually going to set you up much better down the road, not only for success in your network marketing company, and I'm going to talk about that in a second, but also it gives you the option to diversify your life and income down the road, which, trust me, you want to do. You know why? Because you don't own your network marketing company and you have no control over what happens. You are kind of at the mercy of an owner, a founder, a corporate office. And hopefully you've partnered with a good company where that those things are solid. But again, there have been many stories of network marketers that have woken up one morning to an email in their inbox letting them know that their company was all done. And there goes their income. And if they had not taken the time to build a personal brand or to diversify their income, if that was the place they were counting on income coming from, that's it. Can't do anything. There's no like severance package. Like one day you're making money, the next day you're not. And that's it. Okay. So building a personal brand gives you the freedom to be able to build multiple streams of income. And you may think, well, I don't want to do that. And that's okay. But the other thing that it gives you is a way to differentiate yourself. So you are not just like this loud billboard for your company. That honestly, that strategy worked back in like 2011. It doesn't work today. Today, you have to be able to differentiate yourself, and your lead foot in how you interact with your audience cannot just be, it's a 30% off sale for my company, or like, your audience is tired. They're tired of it. They don't want to hear it. They've wisened up to the strategies. They want to feel connected to you. And they can't feel connected to you unless you have done the hard work of creating a personal brand. Okay. So what I wish I'd known sooner as a network marketer is, one, leveraging social media as a place to create a personal brand. Okay. The second thing that I wish I had some long-term vision for was leveraging money from a network marketing company to fund other passion projects that I have. Now, I am currently doing this. I was with a company, still am, where I worked my booty off for 3 years. Was it 3 years? It was a long time. Helped the company launch into the network marketing space. Worked. Hard to say multiple times. And now that income is so residual and is so passive because of the blood, sweat, and tears that I put into building up my business, that it is literally funding my family's ability right now to go all in on entrepreneurship. It is actually the only stable income that we have right now, where we know it's coming for sure. Like that's what I mean by that. Like it's the income that I can look back. I have a couple years, or 3 years of looking back and say, like, this is what I'm going to make, because I can track, averages and what I can expect. I've like been doing it long enough. I know what I'm going to make. And I honestly don't know why more people aren't doing this. It is bonkers to me. I did not have to do hardly anything. I mean, I did work really hard, but not I have not had to worry about the back end of things. I have these products that I talk to people about. I have this business that I talk to people about and invited them to take a look. And that's how I've grown a business. Now, I've used many different strategies with that. And I've had some good success with this. And I'm so thankful that I was able to build up this stream of income. Now, here's the thing that gets a little bit tricky with this, okay? With network marketing, when you start, you probably have a goal that is very low. Very few, well, you may say, I want to make $1 million, but like nobody's under the illusion that they're going to make $1 million in their first month. And if you are hearing stories of people that are making $1 million in their first month, they are the one unicorn in the universe that has done that. That's not possible for you. I mean, you can believe it all you want, but it's just not going to happen. Okay. So in reality, most people are working at first to achieve their first $300, their first $500. When I was actively working my network marketing business, anytime I would enroll a new ambassador, the goal was, let's help you make your first $300. Okay, let's help you make your first $500. Okay, now let's see if we can make this be consistent. Like, what would it look like for this income to be consistent month after month after month? And there were very specific strategies and things to do to get there. And I knew exactly how to help someone do that. So, but I think a lot of people enter the network marketing space And they're hearing stories, they're hearing like the top of the company's stories where it's like, well, I'm a billionaire now and I travel the world on my private jet. And it's like, most people don't want that. Most of us just want to have some additional financial freedom. And I'm all about women making money, all about it. But most of us are like, I just want to be able to have more options. I just want to be able to have more choices. But I think that sometimes in the culture of companies, and this is a leadership problem, and if you are a leader in a network marketing company, you have got to listen to your people, and you have got to stop trying to convince them to want something they don't want. They get to want $100 a month. And if that's where they get and that's where they stay, you need to respect that. I've seen this go so many different ways. But for a lot of people, when you start off in network marketing, you're starting with kind of like the $100 to $500 a month goal. That's like that was life-changing for us. That's like life-changing for most people. But what I wish I had as along with my personal brand that I was creating, I wish that I had a vision in mind. Like, I want to get to this amount because I want to be able to fund this. And for me, and in my life, it was my coaching business. And actually, I would say there was a solid year and a half where I had friends and mentors in my life that were like, why are you not becoming a coach? But it felt so scary and risky to step outside of what I knew in network marketing and kind of go on my own. It's like I would have to create all the back end on things. Like, I'm the one who accepts the payments, and I'm the one who has to send the links or the invoices. I'm the one who whereas with a network marketing company, they do all of that for you. The money just shows up in your bank account once you have it connected. And so I wish that I had a vision, like, okay, I'm going to work in my network marketing business to this level, and then I'm going to leverage this income that I've worked really hard for, that is now in some cases passive, like meaning it comes in when I'm sleeping, it comes in without me trying for money, because I've worked to build up this passive income, this residual income. And so I wish that I had that vision in front of me, because I think I would have moved into what I'm doing now, which is like my passion, much more quickly than I actually did. And I think I also wouldn't have gotten caught up in all the drama and the craziness. Like, it's like we're focused on one thing, and we're going to build systems for people to thrive in this community. But what I am working towards is to take and leverage this income and leverage my personal brand to go build something that I am the owner of, that it is my business, where I'm not going to wake up to an email from myself one morning saying this is all done. It's like, I own this. I am in control of this. Now, there's a tremendous amount of responsibility that comes with that. So it's not all roses and cupcakes, but it is something that I own. So those are those two things. The other thing that I wish I had just understood sooner was the power of diversifying my income and multiple streams of income. And this is also not as hard as you might think. And I think sometimes when we think about multiple streams of income, we think that we have to be building 5 different businesses, but that is not true. And I'm going to give you some examples. So one of my streams of income is from my network marketing company. And actually I've been affiliated with different network marketing companies, and some of them have overlapped each other. So sometimes I've even had income coming in from 2 different or 3 different network marketing companies at the same time. Totally kosher to do that, as long as it's within compliance of your company. But of course you should do that. Of course, especially if you're using products, you need to have a link for where people can buy from you, where you get credit for that purchase. Like, hands down, no brainer. If you use a product regularly that's that's from a network marketing company, you need a link to be able to send to your friends and family if you like the product. Anyway, end rant on that. But so I have income from my network marketing company, my main one, that brings in a very steady amount month after month. What I also have are affiliate commissions. I'm an affiliate. I'm an affiliate for Thrivecart. I'm an affiliate, which is a payment processor. I am an affiliate for ConvertKit, which is an email service provider. Who else am I an affiliate for? I'm an affiliate for the coaching program I'm in currently right now. That is tremendous and has completely changed my life. Like, I want other women to hire the coach I work with because it's been so powerful. And so I'm an affiliate with her and her company. What else? I'm an affiliate with several other things. But anyway, and so that has brought in, it's been funny to kind of track, like we'll have some money hit our bank account and Bobby's like, where'd that come from? I'm like, well, it's because I'm an affiliate. People signed up. And so, so I've got affiliate commissions, which they're very small. My family's not living off my affiliate commissions, but they're there. You know what? Everything counts, right? So I have that. Then I have my coaching business, which is my main gig. This is where I focus my time and my energy. But even within my coaching business, I am looking to diversify my income. One of the ways that I am going to be doing that, and you're going to see this all over social media soon, is I'm creating a low-cost digital product. I am creating a digital product that serves my ideal clients that is under $30, where they can learn a very specific skill and strategy for attracting customers and clients on a regular basis. And I am creating this. It's going to be something that I create one time, but we'll be able to sell on autopilot. I've got some strategies behind that. They'll be able to sell on autopilot. That will be a stream of income. And it's still, all of this goes under my personal brand, right? So like, I coach women entrepreneurs. All of my income connects back to something in the entrepreneurial world. Now, if you're a health coach, or a weight loss coach, or let's say that you are someone who creates a product that you sell online. I have tons of friends and some clients that do that. There are still ways to be able to do this, but I'm speaking to network marketers primarily because I think sometimes as a network marketer, and if you're listening, and you don't have to comment and out yourself, but if you are listening to this and you're a network marketer, I think sometimes you were asked in some ways to kind of sell your soul and commit all your loyalties to the company that you represent. And what I'm here to tell you is that's fine for a time as you're building up that passive residual income. But I want you to think about that as leverage, not the end goal, if you want. And if you don't care about thinking beyond that, that's totally fine. A lot of people don't want to think beyond that. But if you've dipped your toes in entrepreneurship and you're like, kind of like this, I kind of like building businesses online, I kind of like understanding what my options and what the opportunities are out there, I want to tell you from the get-go, or no matter where you're at in your journey with network marketing, you need to be thinking just a little bit more long-term than you probably are right now. And that is building a personal brand around you, because you will always be with you. Okay. You are not going to get fired from you. You are not going to close down. Like, you are going to be you as long as you are on this earth. And so building a personal brand around who you are is vitally important. And then the second thing is leveraging income, building up that passive income, and then leveraging that to be able to fund the things that you are deeply passionate about, the impact that you want to make. Now, if you are like, okay, Jody, my brain cylinders are firing right now, and you got my attention. Like, this kind of intrigues me, but I don't even know where to start. I want you to send me a private message with the word leverage. Okay. You don't have to send me a whole message with your whole story. All I want you to do is just, whichever platform you're watching this on, I want you to find the private message function, LinkedIn, Facebook. I'm also on YouTube. There's no way to private message. Come find me on Instagram. The Jody Barber is my handle on Instagram. But wherever you are watching this from, I want you right now to send me a private message and just type the word leverage. And I'm going to give you a series of questions to think through. Okay. We don't even have to have a conversation about it. I just want to help you start wrapping your mind around what could be possible. Even if it's not something that you get a jump start on today, it's okay. But what if you could make different decisions about how you're showing up online or how you're presenting your products? Or even like, do I do an email list? Do I do a Facebook group? Do I do reels every day? Like, it would at least help you inform your decisions on how you spend your time, and how you leverage that time with 3-5 years down the road, instead of just thinking on what kind of money am I going to make this month? It's like, okay, of course you need to think about that. But what if while thinking about that, you could be positioning yourself well to leverage passive income from your network marketing company, as well as a personal brand in the online space to give you additional options to diversify your income. So if that is something that you're like, yes, I want to start thinking a little bit more intentionally about that, even just for 5 minutes a day, I want you to send me a DM with the word leverage. In return, I will send you some questions to think through. And of course, I'm an open book. You could ask me any question you want, but I will at least give you a little bit of a framework to think through if this is something that interests you. Okay, thank you for tuning in, wherever you're watching this from, whenever you're watching this. I really appreciate it. And you're going to be hearing a lot more from me about this in the coming days, weeks, months. So stay tuned for that.